Yo, what is up you guys? My name is legoletegamer and welcome back here guys to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. In today's video guys, what I'm going to be showing you is the best class setup for the FHR-40. Now the FHR-40 is one of the best SMGs within this game. I honestly think like if you have the right attachments, this gun can be very overpowered. So today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make this gun extremely overpowered. So if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure guys do definitely drop a like. And if you guys are new here to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for some more Infinite Warfare content. But anyway, let's go ahead and get straight on into the video. Now before I start getting into the class setup, I just want to give a quick shout out to BO3 Tricks. Thank you so much man for actually suggesting me this class setup. I do really appreciate it. If you guys want to have a shout out on the next video, all you guys have to do is just suggest me a class setup that I should do for a gun. It has to be a gun that I haven't done a class setup on, and you guys can see all the previous class setups that I have done on my channel, so I will link that in the description below. But anyway guys, let's go ahead and talk about first of all the variant of this gun. So what it gives you of course is the De-Atomizer strike, and by the way guys, the gameplay that you're seeing is a nuclear with this gun. It's I went on a 27 kill streak. I believe I think I was 3 kills off the Juggernaut, but unfortunately I couldn't get it because unfortunately somebody did kill me with a K-bar, and you guys will see at the end of the gameplay he just instantly headshotted me, so I couldn't really do anything about that. But anyway guys, the first thing that the variant gives you is the De-Atomizer strike, and then it also gives you reduced hipfire spread. Now honestly, the hipfire spread on this gun already is extremely accurate. I do see people use a laser sight with this gun very often, and that's actually not a bad idea to do, but I don't actually run a laser sight as I think it's just a waste of an attachment. Especially for this variant, I really don't think you should run a laser sight. I think you should run something like Extendamax, which is definitely going to be very beneficial, but I'll get onto that later in the class setup. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the class setup that I'm using for this gun. I'll show you guys the class setup right now on screen. I'm using 4 attachments and 3 perks, so let's get into it. So the first perk I run here is going to be, or the attachment I'm sorry, is going to be quick draw. I do use quick draw with this gun of course to outgun enemies. It's definitely very helpful, especially if you're going to be getting a nuke with this gun. It's definitely going to be important that you do get the first couple of shots with the enemies, because therefore if you don't get the first shots, then of course you're going to be losing the gunfight. And you guys will see here in this gameplay that I do lag a little bit right here, which is a little bit unusual since my connection is usually very stable, but I did have to work with the lag here. And I'm actually surprised that I did kill this guy, by the way, because he was just really lagging and my shots were just all off. But I am glad though that the lag was eliminated during the last seconds of the game, or the last minutes of the game. But anyway guys, like I said, quick draw is definitely going to be important because you are wanting to be winning gunfights when you're using this gun. Now the second attachment I run here is foregrip to reduce the vertical recoil. Now this is definitely a very important attachment to run. I'm sure it's very logical to run foregrip as well. Quick draw and foregrip are going to be your gunfight perks, which means that they're going to be very beneficial. First of all, foregrip of course reduces the vertical recoil and allows you to be a lot more on point when you're shooting your enemies, and you don't have to worry about the recoil kicking up occasionally. But I can see the recoil go up with this gun just because of how much recoil the gun actually has. So I do definitely recommend that you do run foregrip because it will definitely help you to stay on point with your aim. Now the next attachment I run here is the silencer. You guys know when I go for nukes, I usually do run the silencer attachment because it does help me to stay off the minimap, and therefore I can flank around enemies and people are just going to be pretty much clueless on where you actually are. And the suppressor does definitely help you to reposition yourself and flank around the enemy spawn, so I do run the silencer. Now the fourth attachment I run here is Extendamax. Now I am personally a very big fan of Extendamax, especially if you're going for nuclears, and I don't see a lot of people actually using Extendamax when they are going for nukes. It's a very important attachment to run in my opinion, because what it does is if you miss a lot of shots, like sometimes my aim can be off sometimes, and you guys will see that I do sometimes miss my shots a little bit, but with Extendamax it gives you that insurance which allows you to reposition your aim and just allow you to get the kill very easily. And also you don't have to worry about too much getting the scavenger packs, which is also a very good thing as well, especially because the ammo does deplete very quickly with this gun. I mean the fire rate first of all is very huge on this gun. It's very fast, so I definitely do recommend that you do run Extendamax. It's just going to be very beneficial when you're actually going for a nuclear because it does allow you to be stacked with ammunition. Now let's get into the perks I'm using for this gun. Like I said, I'm only using 3 perks, so let's get into those perks. So the first perk I run here is going to be Ghost. Now Ghost of course is one of the most important perks to run within this game. Sometimes I do use Dead Silence instead of Ghost, but since I'm going for a nuclear, Ghost is going going to be very important, because even if you're going in within a game and you're just pretty much, say you're going 20-0 or something, but you see that your teammates are just so bad and they're just allowing the enemies to get UAVs, that will help you when you have Ghost to stay off the minimap, and that will ensure you that you can actually flank around enemy spawns. And especially because we do have the silencer, it's definitely going to be a very lethal combo to run the Ghost and silencer, and it's definitely going to be a very reliable perk combo. So now the next perk I run here is Scavenger. Of course, you guys know that Scavenger is definitely a very important attachment, especially if you're going for nuclears. Did I just say attachment again? I mean perks. I don't know why I always mix those up, but anyway, Scavenger is definitely a very important perk, because you guys know in order to get the De-Atomizer strike or nuclear, whatever you want to call it in this game, you have to get all 25 kills with the gun without picking up another gun, unless the gun that you're picking up is a nuclear variant. But trust me guys, that would rarely happen, but I would still use Scavenger because that allows you to replenish your ammo, and that allows you of course to stay stacked with ammunition and get your kills with the gun that you're using. And particularly we're going to be using the FHR-40 Havoc, so definitely Scavenger is a very important perk to run. Now the third perk I run here is Dead Silence. Now Dead Silence honestly is probably, I would say it's probably the second most important perk to run within this game. I mean, it honestly is just so beneficial. You guys will see that I rarely have to just pretty much face a gunfight up front. The most of the kills I get here, all 27 kills, most of them are when I'm flanking behind enemy spawns, and that's just because I have Dead Silence. You guys will see that Dead Silence is very helpful, because I mean, half of the times the enemy team wasn't even paying attention within this game, and that allowed me to get the nuclear extremely easy. And that's why you guys can see that Dead Silence is very helpful, because it does silence your exosuit movements. And there you guys can see I did drop the De-Atomizer strike. But that's pretty much going to be the class setup for the gun. Like I said, the FHR-40 is actually a pretty decent gun to use within this game. I do kind of prefer it over something like the Karma or even the ERAD. I do like using this gun a lot, and especially with this class setup guys, you can see that you can just absolutely shred the enemy team. But the FHR-40 is definitely a very reliable and good SMG to use. And by the way, you do get this gun with the Orion Initiative mission team. I believe you do have to reach level 40 with the mission teams in order to unlock the gun. But like I said guys, it's a pretty good gun to use, and right here you guys can see that I did die. But anyway guys, that's pretty much going to be the class setup for the gun. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys do, make sure you guys do definitely drop a like, and if you guys are new here to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And like I say guys, if you do want to have a shout out on the next video, all you guys have to do is suggest me a class setup, and I will be sure to show that in the next video. But anyway guys, I hope you all have a great day. I'm legoletegamer, and I'm out guys. God bless this nation. Peace out guys. Peace.